Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
And this is the Slovak Farm.
Yep.
We're here for another Flosstube. Last week was Flosstube 52. That means this week is Flosstube anniversary. I'm less than thrilled. I have 200 subscribers.
Hey, hon. I know one YouTuber who currently has like 500,000. Would you like to know how many YouTube followers he had at the end of 10 years?
Probably not that many because YouTube wasn't as big as it is.
Actually, he was such a... No, he just changed his content and suddenly exploded.
Well.
In 1 year, he went from 2,000 to 250,000.
I can't even break 200.
That's because it just takes time. YouTube algorithms suck.
Moving along.
Yeah, let's go past the manic depressive Laura crap.
I've missed like half of my comments this week. Apologies, guys. Some of you guys commented and I just totally didn't get them. That's nice. Sorry, gang. So, we'll start with Lynn, because that's what's at my top of my page, and I was like, I'll put them in order. They're not in order. So we'll start with Lynn. Lynn, I don't spend much each month on stitching either, so Stitch from Stash has not been beneficial to her. But we see some people in Stitch from Stash, and I apologize in advance. Back this train up. I apologize in advance if the lighting gets weird. The storms were supposed to have blown through already, but that's not how it's looking outside.
Yeah, if you see a sudden cut, and then we come back in different clothing and maybe a different house, that's because we had to grab the phone and go in the basement. Screw Flosstube. If it suddenly starts getting weird out, I'm going down in the basement.
Our house, the way our house is positioned, it's kind of funny. And I say this every spring, summer. As the sun starts going down, it'll hit certain spots where out the back window, which is behind you guys, and there's a window to this side of where you guys are sitting, that the lighting just makes it look like it's going to storm at any second. And it could be clear blue skies. But I really do think it's questionable that it might rip and roar, because it ripped and roared earlier. I got wet coming home. Good times. Okay. So apologies if the lighting's a little weird. So Lynn doesn't spend much money on her stash each month either. So she doesn't have to see the benefits of Stitch from Stash either. I'm actually glad I'm not the only one in that boat. I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees
I can't think of one benefit of the... I think there was one benefit to the Stitch from Stash for you. And it was probably the fact... What the hell was that?
You were like staring off.
A to D, gotta love it. You learned that, no, you don't spend that much money. And you were worried about it.
Sorry, I'm trying to turn the TV off. Normally we can mute the TV. So that if the weather pops back on, while we're in a cut, I can watch the weather on the second time. But we're just going to turn it off tonight. We're a little lazy. And you are right. Stitch from Stash has taught me that I'm not that bad. Like,
there are some people out there, you know what, those memes about, oh my god, my husband found my stitching supplies? Yeah. If you were some of those people out there that you've shown me their Stitch from Stash, we'd be going to counseling.
And you know...
Because that's just a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, yeah. But everybody does their own thing, and you do you, and...
I mean, if you got the money for it, go ahead, but...
If you feel like you need to hold yourself accountable, go for it. I don't feel like I need to hold myself accountable. I feel like my shirt's a little scandalous tonight.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. You know what? I can't see your bra. You're good.
every once in a while, and it happens more often than I would like to, I'll like adjust my shoulders and my shirt will get stuck under my bra. My bra will be sticking out for like 20 minutes and I'll be like, oh, glad nobody saw that. So there's advantages to working with babies. Lynn, I think the Priscilla and Chelsea retreat. Priscilla and Chelsea are doing the Lee May retreat in the fall. It's not in Alabama. The only other A states are Alaska and Arkansas. Oh, and Arizona. I think that's all the A states. I know it's a southeast state, so it's got to be Arkansas then. So, her cats and dogs fight all the time. And in her town, she has 5 to 6 long trains a day. So we're talking about the train derailment last week. Wellington has 12, 20. They have a lot of trains. Like, for the train tracks to have been closed down for, I think it was 36 hours. It wasn't quite 2 days. It was a little bit more than a full day, but it wasn't quite 2 days. It was a big deal. Wellington is a big train crossing. We live not too far, a couple blocks from a train crossing. It's an underpass. And there's been a train sitting there for 3 days. I don't know if it was there today. I should have drove by there. But anyways. So, that's our train story. Go for it.
Bridget. 2 labs, black and chocolate, and 3 cats. The 2 ball pythons don't cause trouble. The cats and the dogs don't really interact much, but the cats are always running around attacking each other and playing. We call it the zoomies.
Everybody calls it the zoomies.
A short growl from the dog usually makes the cats leave them alone.
Well, speaking of the cat.
The cats use my husband as a springboard to get on the counter at his chair, and his chair is close to it. One is always in a window, Kaylee. One likes to sleep on the shelf above the TV now that he has knocked everything down. See, Zebco?
Zebco, yeah, sure.
And the third likes to sleep on top of the fridge, Hook, so that when you open the freezer, he falls on you and gets startled.
I have visions of opening the freezer and the cat.
Life is never dull, and don't worry, the snakes are in a room alone, and we don't show them unless someone expresses an interest. Not everyone loves snakes like my husband and my 12-year-olds. The boys don't like... No,
Not everyone likes snakes like my
husband. Okay, so the boys like it. Yeah, I actually told her that if her mom really got mad, really cheesed me off, I just put a boa constrictor cage right in front of the door, and we'd never have to deal with her mother again because her mom wouldn't come within 100 feet of the house.
But you'll never do that.
Because I like my mother-in-law. We've gotten in much better terms. Actually, we never in bad terms. It was just we didn't know each other back then.
Anyways. I have visions of opening the freezer and the cat going on top of my head.
No, I haven't.
Our cat down there has figured out we don't have handles on our cabinets. They're the ones you just kind of open. Our cat has figured out how to pop the ones above the fridge open, so he sleeps up there. That's always interesting when you walk in the house after work and the cat comes flying at you from the...
The other thing he likes to do is he likes to get, if you have the blanket half off the bed, he'll curl up under the bed so that when you pull the blanket where it's supposed to be, you just hear... Wow.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Hi, Heather.
Oh,
She's
Lord.
right. We were right. We saw her in person before she watched the video. Because that was guilt night, and we tried to learn how to do peyote beating. It didn't work out so
I
well.
don't like beading.
I like beading my cross stitch.
I French knot.
I like beading my cross stitch.
What's one bead?
She's sad to see Main Street going away, but she understands why. I'm sorry. Her fur babies don't interact much. I wish mine did. Her older dog licks the youngest dog's head. I bet that's interesting. Once in a while she gets jealous of him or is annoyed by his hyper self. And, the general gets it shut up.
Well, I think the one thing with our dog and our cat is the fact they're the same size. I don't think Simai would mess with a golden retriever.
Yeah, I don't think Simon's that stupid. Well, sometimes it's questionable when it comes to the cat.
But I don't think he would go after a golden retriever. If they bumped into each other, it might be entertainment. Simai might be walking funny when he gets his butt whooped.
Okay, read Glenna.
Glenna, I'm over Stitch from Stash also. Seeing all the different mania patterns being done broke my heart. Then it broke the string holding the wallet shut.
Apologies for yawning. I have not slept well all weekend. Glenna, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you.
Well, that's what you use when you use a single strand of throat floss to hold your wallet shut. That stuff's easy to break. I've done it. And it wasn't on purpose.
I've broken many times on purpose.
She-Hulk. Rah! I can break floss. Rah!
You get mad at the knot and just... Ugh! It's probably not good for the needles.
No, my thing is, the needle gets stuck. I lift it up out of the whatever I'm holding it in. Needle gets stuck and just kick. That was attached. Crap.
Oh, hey, that looks like a lovely chunk of hair. Right up. He's petting me.
I'm trying to straighten up your hair and it's not working.
He's petting me, people. I had nothing else. No energy today. He's got too much energy.
Give energy!
I need energy. I have a 3-day week, and I'm going to need the Lord Jesus to help me make it through it.
I do have a 3-day week.
I have a 3-day week. I took off Thursday and Friday because the church was supposed to be doing their rummage sale the same as the Wellington yearly garage sale. And so we planned it. I took the time off, and then we all realized that is the same. It's the same Saturday as the food pantry at the church, and we thought it would be probably.
So you decided to keep the days off because your job.
Can I finish my story?
Yep.
We decided it would not be conducive to. Well, hello. Oh, kind of hurt. We decided it would not be. This is why I have not slept good all weekend. Because at about 12:30 at night, he comes in and goes, meow.
That's actually my fault because normally I'm awake at that point. I can shut him up. He wants petted at that time, so that's usually when I go to bed. But because I've been going to bed early, he's been trying to wake me up.
Thanks for that. So, anyways, we were going to do the rummage sale for the church. Well, then we realized it's food pantry weekend, and rather than screw with the food pantry, we would just move our rummage sale because it would be too confusing to have both of them at once in the same location, and we didn't want to mess with the food pantry because, we're respectful like that. So we moved it to the next week, and I was like, well, can I switch my days off? And my boss is like, well, I'm on vacation that week, and I said, not a problem. So I have 2 vacation days to use before middle of July, and my vacation resets, because, where I work, if you don't use your vacation, you lose it, so I'm going to use it. Because, I don't ever call off sick, because I don't want to be at work like some people. When we're going to have a full not gonna have kids, you know. Why show up and work and deal with that? Complain you don't have money. So I just kept my vacation this week, which works out because my niece is visiting with my grandparents. With my parents, her grandparents. Words are hard today. Well, it's me, words are hard all the time. That's my problem. So we're going to do something. We were supposed to go to the zoo Thursday. Have a feeling we're going to the aquarium because it's supposed to storm.
No snakes then?
We wouldn't go to the snakes. My mother and I are not stupid.
Yeah, I want to avoid her and her mother-in-law. I'm like, I'm going to the reptile park. They're like, we'll see you on the other side.
Yes, my mother and I took our one foster son to the zoo once, and we're like, yep, nope, snakes, nope, that's not happening. And he was none the wiser. So there you go. We're not dummies. So that's why I have a 3-day week, and I'm going to need the Lord Jesus to help me make through the next 2 days because I'm going to slug somebody.
Please don't. I really don't feel like dealing with unemployed with legal fees. That's because it's really hard to get workman's comp when you slug the boss.
It wouldn't be the boss that I was necessarily slugging.
No, because you know what? I know you. All right, I am fired and I'm being charged with assault for beating this coworker up. You know what? Hey, boss, come here. I'm already in trouble. I might as well go for the role.
Well, you know me. Go big or go home. Of course, never underestimate my desire to go home, people. Never. Whips.
I don't have any your turn. Mine is very first teaching.
It's going to be a short segment this week, folks.
Good.
I've worked on Life's Moments by DesignWorks because, as Cheryl told me this morning, it's not going to stitch itself, or it's not going to finish itself. Something like that.
Get on it, girl!
And I said, no, it's not. So I need to get on it.
I want a magic wand. Crusty all, stitchy up.
Cheryl, in my defense, I've been stitching on it. I just wasn't in the group until Friday. So, alright. So, I got the flower done. You can kind of see it. Did I have the flower done last time? Did I? So I've literally only done this. I got the leaves done. Did I have the leaves done?
No, the leaves you were working on. I remember you were working on those.
Well, that's what I meant by the flower done. So, I got the leaves done, so the flower square is all done. So we're just down to this square. Hold it still so you guys can see it. So we're just down to this square. Now the thing with this square is this line and this line. Maybe I should explain why I'm stitching it the way I am, but I'll do that in a minute. Is separated by 4 stitches. The rest of them are charted to be separated by 3 stitches. Y'all know me. I'm not going to be able to do that. It didn't look right.
Oh, see it. I think I did it backwards. You guys did the one.
So I put them all 4 stitches apart, not thinking about it, and I only ended up with 2 little lines on the very bottom. And I thought, well, I could rip it all out and put them all 3 stitches apart. Joe says no.
No, it looks fine. It literally just looks like a little continuing pattern from the top, so it's about as much as what you missed from the top, actually. But it is not worth taking out that many dang squares. I'm sorry. There is maybe like, I don't know, there's supposed to be circles. It's about the only thing I can think of that would make it so you need to pull that out. It looks fine, and there's no reason to put yourself through that, because I don't want to be in the house when you do that. Because if you had to frog all of that, I'm pretty sure the fabric wouldn't survive.
It would survive. So, and the other thing is, I got like 3 diamonds over, and I realized it was closer to stitch vertically than it was to stitch horizontally. So I'm doing all of the rows vertically. And I, of course, just kind of did that to be like, well, I think this is going to be easier. And I was right, it was. So, this has applied for 24 hours of cross stitch. Take 3 was Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. But wait, that's more than 24 hours. So, the premise of the original 24 hours of cross stitch was to stitch consecutively for 24 hours. Round 2 is when Jen and her mom, Jen Lee from Quirks and Stitches, and her mom involved the rest of the community because it was like, hey, we'd take part in that. And she was like, well, the first go around was kind of spur of the moment and fly by the seat of our pants, so okay, we'll invite all of you. And there were quite a few people the second go around who needed to sleep, so they didn't get that much stitching in. So what they decided to do was make it 24 hours over the span of 48 hours. Some people overshot the 24 hours and just stitched as much as they could. I went like 8.5 hours because life was busy. We have been super busy at the market. I had a baby shower to go to Saturday.
Tell them the good news about the market.
Good news about the market.
You know how we've been saying we had bad luck with the winter market? We've made up all of the lost profits from the entire winter market in the first month of the summer market.
Yeah. So, needless to say, it's been a very busy time at the market. Not much stitching is getting done. Had a baby shower to go to Saturday afternoon. Yippee!
I got to close the market by myself. Yippee! By the way, you win. I'm just complaining too.
Saturday, went to the church, worked the orange sale, went to church, went to my parents' house, and the younger niece, so the whole reason the older niece is here for the week is because the younger niece has had strep throat like a crap load this winter. So the doctor wants her tonsils out. So tonsils are coming out this week, and since it's summer break, my brother and sister-in-law were like, well, Caitlin has wanted to come up and spend like a week with you guys, Grandma and Grandpa, my parents. And, this would work out well because it would be one less child to deal with while the other one's down from surgery recovery.
The two siblings are two girls very interrupted by pressing record.
Interrupted by crap. Why do I continue to beat my head on this wall?
What's wrong with you now?
So, I don't know where I was, but my niece is up here because her sister's got to get her tonsils out. And so I'm off Thursday and Friday. We're supposed to go to the zoo, and it's going to rain, so we probably are going to the aquarium.
In all honesty, with her age, I'm pretty sure she would have a road.
I don't think she's going to carry it away.
24 hours of cross stitch. It's over more than one day. You're just going to get 24 hours in it because most people need this thing called sleep.
And I had a whole bunch of crap to do. And Saturday night, we hung out with the nieces. And, it's summer shandy season.
Saturday was market into baby shower, into helping at the church, into going to church, into hanging out with the nieces. So basically Saturday was a wash. And Sunday was watch me run around playing a game of push-a-mower, into going to the church picnic, into I don't have enough energy to do anything.
Mm-hmm. So, that's how 24 hours of cross stitch went. Now, the next 24 hours of cross stitch event is in August, and it's on World Cross Stitch Day, which just so happens to be the weekend of August 8th. It's August 8th, 9th, and 10th. Where are we going to be on August 8th and 9th?
Retreat, right? My brother's is at the end of July.
So,
Noodle pulling thread.
we'll be at retreat. And Lynn and I have already discussed that we need to capitalize on this for 24 hours of cross stitch.
If you go without sleep.
We are sharing a house with a bunch of people. I am not that stupid. I want to have friends when we get done with this event.
And a husband who might leave you there.
Because...
No. I bring her. She just has a lot of bugs in her teeth. I do have a luggage rack.
So.
And duct tape.
So the other part of 24 hours of cross stitches, I think I talked about this briefly last week. The June challenge, 24 hours of cross stitch challenge. So, of course, I have fallen flat on my face with some I say in stitchers. I'm going to go with it's a me thing, not a them thing, because I don't understand their directions. And that's all I'm saying. So, very happy we have the 24 hours of cross stitch challenge. So, I don't know if I explained this last week. It's the letters to the word 24. And you have to match your project to each letter. And then you have choices for how you track. So, I started with the Brooks Books Spell Dress. And I'm doing the 240 minute option. So you can either do minutes or count stitches. I just picked the minutes one because I don't know.
Counting stitches is a real.
I don't know, I just did. So I finished that one the first weekend. So then I've just been kind of plugging away with my other ones. I did stitch over the weekend, not on Life's Moments, obviously because it's my mother's present and I saw her a crap ton this weekend. I stitched an ornament because hashtag Santa Sunday is back. But I can't show it to you guys because it's my ornament for the Christmas in July ornament exchange at Just Crossed It, or at Just Stitching. At Just Stitching next month at Fun Night. So I'm not going to show it to you until after Fun Night. I'll insert a little video clip of what I've made. So that was my O for ornaments. Also why we're holding it all the way back here, so you can't read it. And then, Life's Moments, the first T we did time for the tie-in, because Life's Moments is about time. W, because design works. The E, we worked with encouraging message, and that's what I'm currently working on. We have this, what did we figure out? The N
was for nature.
The other T was for...
I told you to write this down.
I don't remember. Y, we have yellow on the project. And I don't think we went much past that because I really do think I'll have it done in the next letter or two.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm hoping to have it done in the next letter or two. I mean, E, I only just started E, so that's 4 hours of stitching on it. N would be 4 hours of stitching on it. I really do hope it's done soon. I hope it's done before Y. What I'm going to work on after that, I haven't figured out. I joined another challenge group, but I'm not going to tell you the name of it. Because Cheryl from Tranquil Stitches is running it, and she wants to keep the group small and drama-free. And I was added because I know a couple people in the group already. And Cheryl knows me. And, Cheryl watches our videos and...
you said earlier in the video, nobody knows you, huh?
So I was graciously allowed to be in the group. And I respect her decision not to keep it drama free. But it is very low key. And I only just joined this week. That's why I didn't have any of my sign-ups ready working on the event because I haven't had time. She was giving me a hard time. I know she's gonna watch the video, so. But I think I've signed up for the first June challenge, which we're talking about. We're going to Saturn. I don't know why we're going to Saturn.
Say new rings.
But I'm down for going to Saturn. So this fits the second largest, Saturn's the second largest planet in our solar system. This fits the second largest whip. Because I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact that Ride Forth Singing is my largest whip.
And the other ones you haven't started yet.
There's a couple toss-ups as to what would technically qualify as second. If you go size or stitch count, something might be a little bit bigger, but we're just gonna go with this because I am not gonna be that technical about it, folks. I'm just not.
It's Laura. Deal with it. People, if you got a problem with it.
I mean, this is supposed to be no stress, really.
Hey, honey, say it with me now.
This is supposed to be no stress, and I've already been stressed about challenges.
Laura,
so
you stress over stress. You stressing about not stressing.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So that's the end of the whip segment. All that talking just to show you one thing. We have haul.
No!
I was about to be like, okay, moving on to plans and announcements. No, we have haul first. I mean, we could have done it in either order because I
We already did the plans. You said them.
between things. But we have all, y'all.
Oh, do we get to play the game?
If you want to.
Yeah? Do you all enjoy the game? I enjoy the game. Y'all enjoy the game? Comment below. Do you like the game? Of Joe Guessing Colors.
Victorian Model Sampler Shop threads showed up today.
So closing my eyes because, well, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get them. So, I mean, let's start with this one.
White. If you want to guess, snowflake.
It's called Shaded Linen. There is... you can see it a little bit. Nope, you can't on camera. There is a very light amount of brown in it.
I don't know if it's the light or what. I don't know. I think it's just the light for the variegation because that's actually the same color as the lights. Watermelon.
Faded Scarlet. It's a little bit darker than it's showing up.
Still looks like watermelon to me.
Faded Scarlet? I'll take Faded Scarlet. Scarlet and Gray. OH.
Oh!
OH.
Oh! I've lived long enough. There's a little bit of variegation, so I'm going to say tan lines.
Peach Brandy.
Wow. The actual not joking one was actually close.
It's not quite as neon looking in real life.
Gentle Meadow.
Menthol cream? That's not menthol. Menth cream?
Okay then. Minty green. Minty cream.
Yep.
Do you want an honest answer or the
Yes, it's a pretty bright pink.
No, it's purpley pink. It's Laura's Heaven.
It is Laura's Heaven. Magenta pink flower.
As I said.
It's a light magenta. And finally,
Mediterranean.
$19.45 mint. And yes, 1945 mint is what it looks like in real life. Like, the minute I saw the name, I went, yep. It's that vintage, mid-40s mint. Called green. That's all.
What would that little bag you get in the mail today? Was it Hall or was it something else?
That was this.
Oh, okay.
That was this.
Okay.
The only other haul we got today was sand weight bags that don't come with sand because I can't read.
Well, that's easy to fix. I'll fix that tomorrow.
So, that's all. Plans and announcements.
Yeah, well, she did hit the button. I was looking at the dog. I look up and there's a square instead of a circle. She's faster than me.
When are you going to stitch again, honey?
I don't know. Probably I was actually planning on doing it tomorrow.
There you go. I'm gonna work on Life's Moments until it's finished, and I'm gonna make it fit challenges in the groups that I'm in, and if it doesn't, well then. Because really, I want this thing done. There's like one square left.
We're in the home
Not
stretch.
that much. I had to put it on the wider stretcher bars, spacer bars. I don't know what these are called. Because the other bars I couldn't get the whole length of box in. Friday is Flag Day. So I'll be starting Blackbird Design Lady Liberty.
Do I have anything that can resemble a flag pattern?
Uh-uh.
Oh well.
So I'm going to go with the DMCs for One Nation. I'll show you those next week. When we get that far. I don't have my threads picked out for Lady Liberty. Do we have a question for this week?
I had one in my head. I lost it. I'm trying to find it.
Because I got nothing.
Oh, I had one, but then we had phone issues. Ah.
So while we think of a question, do we have another? I don't have another.
Do the intro and outro thingy that you always forget to do.
Yeah, I forgot to say welcome any new subscribers. We haven't had any new subscribers this week. Welcome back, all of our returning subscribers. We appreciate you watching us. And we appreciate you putting up with our craziness. And
You know, this wasn't my original question, but it's just too epic not to say. Anybody else just seriously have their thought train derail going to the next county and they brain fart?
everybody does that.
Tell me your best story.
Tell me your best the train left the station without me story. That's a pretty good one. So.
Yeah, and mine is, well, actually it happens every day, but that's just how mine.
No retreat news. Hoping to have the contract signed for the retreat.
You will know when we know. We don't know yet, so you don't know yet. So that works. Signature.
I'm gonna have to go to I'm gonna email the lady again, and see what we can do about getting the contract signed, so that we can announce date. We did have to change our dates a little bit, but I'm fine with that. Y'all get to party with me my birthday weekend.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You just gave the date away, by the way.
I mean, really, yeah, if you've been paying attention long enough, you know when my birthday is, so that'll give you an idea of what the date is.
That we're trying for.
That we're working on.
But anyway, let's get this show
No shop updates, because somebody bought the large and the small size bee bags that I had made. Then I made a unique size bag for somebody else, and
You haven't gotten around to what you were going to make me.
I'm still not there yet.
Yep. Laura has a laundry list, and she's also going to be very busy because we've sold, as I said, during the market, we were selling a lot of products for Bath and Body. Is that the proper
Bath and Body, yes.
And next weekend's going to be very busy, so you have to make a lot of it.
We were busy Juneteenth of last year, but okay. Because, the college owns that town and they do everything.
Come on, let's get this done. So I can
Product development. It's scroll covers. So, mine will have 2, because I have 2 spreader bars. So mine will have 2 buttons. I didn't make it long enough, but I'm working on it. So, that's going to be in development soon. I'll let you know when I'm starting to take orders for that, because until I get orders for scroll bar covers, I'll need measurements, and no. Both of these prints are all spoken for. All of I have is spoken for me. Sorry, I bought it for myself, people. And I can't get any more of it. I can't get more of the bee fabric. I have more of the bee fabric. I have 2 more yards of each of the bee prints on the way. We'll see where we get with that. That's it. It's probably going to be a short video this week. The end. Please like our video. Please share our video. Please subscribe to our channel. Please comment. And tell us
Bell thingy me bob.
Tell us about your best to the train left the station without me story.
Brain fart.
Till next time, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. My brother and sister-in-law were like, well, Caitlin has wanted to come up and spend like a week with you guys, grandma and grandpa, my parents. And, this would work out well because it would be one less child to deal with while the other one's down from surgery recovery.
The 2 siblings are 2 girls, very... Whoa. I have a feeling we need to download.